Hello students, again welcome back to the class continuity. So in the Siddhapur Mathematics Academy, already we started the chapter continuity and differentiability. In the last class, I gave some questions as a homework. So first I will solve that homework question, then I will move to the next question of exercise 5.1. See here, the homework question. We have to check the continuity, that is where it is continuous, or check the point of discontinuity. Ninth question. The question is f of x is, this question is given. See here, x is less than 0 means the mod x is converted as what? Mod x is converted as minus x. And after solving you will get minus 1. That means indirectly, instead of this they are given this one. So as usual, the function is in the solution. The function is defined at x is equal to 0. See, where equal sign, here we have equal sign. That means f of 0 is minus 1. Is it correct or what? See here. Then after that we have to move to the left hand limit. See, left hand limit means what? Where in which expression it is less than 0, we have to select that. And the presentation is like this. Limit f of x as x tends to 0 minus is equal to limit. Which expression you are selecting? Yes, we are selecting the first one, and already I wrote the calculations. Directly write down that calculations. No problem. And there is no x, so your answer is minus 1. Now right hand limit. Right hand limit is what? Limit f of x as x tends to 0 plus limit. See, in the which expression it is greater than 0? In the second expression. Here it is minus 1 as x tends to 0. Answer is minus 1. See, the left hand limit is minus 1, right hand limit is minus 1, and the function f of 0 is minus 1. Here left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of 0. All the three are equal or what? Yes, they are equal. Then what is your conclusion? The function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Or you can write the function is, it is not discontinuous. The function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Understood or what? So this is the homework question 9th one. Still 3 questions I gave as a homework. I will solve that questions also. Then I will move to the next questions from the exercise. This is the next question. Assignment homework question is question number 11. Question number 11. Here we have the same thing. We have to check for a continuity. X cube minus 2 if x is less than or equal to 2, and x square plus 1 if x is greater than 2. See, the problem is defined in the form of inequality. Here the function is defined at x is equal to 2. See, out of these two expression, in which expression it is equal to 2? In the first one. Write down that f of x is x cube minus 2. In place of x we are writing 2. 2 cube minus 2, that is 8 minus 2 is 6. You got the definite answer. So the function is defined at x is equal to 2. Then we are moving to the left hand limit. See, limit f of x tends to 2 minus, that minus tells you are selecting from left side. In which these two expressions, the first one contains less than. So we have to select that. Limit x cube minus 2 as x tends to 2. Now wherever x is there, we are writing 2. Your answer is 6. and see right hand limit. In the second expression it is greater than 2. Limit f of x as x tends to 2 plus. That means on the top you have to write. That means which function you are selecting? We are selecting x square plus 1 as x tends to 2. And wherever x is there we are writing 2. See 2 square is 4, 4 plus 1, 5. By seeing this only you can write the conclusion. See left hand limit is 6, right hand limit is 5. Are they equal? No, they are not equal. If they are not equal means the function is discontinuous at x is equal to 2. Here LHL is not equal to RHL. Therefore the function is discontinuous at x is equal to 2. See student, is the problems are very simple or what? They are very simple. If you watch the video slowly and if you try to write them, please try to write them and try to calculate, then only you come to know how easy they are. Now moving to the next question. Question number 12. Question number 12. F of x is equal to f of x is equal to x raised to 10 minus 1 if x is less than or equal to 1 and x square if x is greater than 1. So again as usual, here we have equal sign. The function f is defined at x is equal to 1. That is f of 1 is 1 raised to 10 minus 1, that is 0. Now go for a left hand limit. Left hand limit is limit f of x as x tends to 1 minus. So which function you are selecting? We are selecting the first one. Limit x to the power 10 minus 1 as x tends to 1. Here in place of x, if you write 1, your answer will be 0. And right hand limit. X tends to 1 plus. In which expression it is greater than 1? Second one. Limit x square as x tends to 1 is 1 square. That is 1. See, when you observe these two, LHL is not equal to RHL. Therefore, the function is, you can write it is discontinuous at x is equal to 1 or the function is not continuous, anyone. The function is discontinuous at x is equal to 1. This is what? This is question number 12. And even 13th is also the homework. Write down that question. If already you tried and you got the answer, don't worry. Just compare your answer, whatever the solutions I am giving. Thirteenth one. F of x is equal to. Question is the function is defined by x plus 5 if x is less than or equal to 1 and x minus 5 if x is greater than 1 is continuous function. Is a continuous function. This is the question. Already I gave in the last class. So first check whether the function is defined or what. Yes, equal sign is here. If you write 1 plus 5 is 6, the function is defined at x is equal to 1. defined at x is equal to 1. That is f of 1 is 1 plus 5, 6. Is it correct or what? Now we have to write a left hand limit. Limit f of x as x tends to 1 minus is the limit. We have to select the first one. X plus 5, x tends to 1. It is 1 plus 5 is 6. Next, we have to move to the right hand limit. Limit f of x as x tends to 1 plus, here it is greater than 1. Limit x minus 5 as x tends to 1 minus 1 plus, it is 1 minus 5 is minus 4. Here, left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Therefore, the function is discontinuous at x is equal to 1. So with this it completes the assignment questions. Now I am moving to the next question. That is question number 14. 14 next onwards they have a common one question. First I will write that question. Discuss the continuity of the function f. Discuss the continuity of the function f where f is defined by fourteenth question. F of x is equal to 3 is defined in this interval and 4. And students, don't take the tension by seeing the problem. The problem is big, but the solution is very simple. See, the total function is defined in the interval 0 to 10 in the closed interval. That means you can check for 0. 0 means only one expression. 1 you can go for left hand limit and right hand limit. How you came to know? Because here also we less than is also defined, greater than is also defined. And at 3. Again the 3, for 3 it is defined in the form of inequality. There also you can calculate left hand limit and right hand limit. And 10 it is defined only here. So note down these and write down slowly. The function is defined in between 0 to 10. So according to the given problem, we have to check the values one by one. First I will check that x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 means which you are selecting? This we are selecting. F of x is equal to 3. That is nothing but limit f of x as x tends to 0 is 3. And this is nothing but it is a constant function, and every constant function is continuous, which is constant function. And constant function is continuous. Therefore, the given function is continuous. The function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Understood? Next, where we have to move? We have to move for at x is equal to 1. Next, we have to move for at x is equal to 1. See, x is equal to 1 means equal. Less than or equal means here it is defined. See, the function is f is defined at x is equal to 1. That is f of 1. If x is 1 means the answer is 3. Now we are moving to the left hand limit. See, what is the left hand limit? Limit f of x as x tends to 1 minus. Here it is a less than, we have to select the function 3. X tends to 1. There is no x, so answer is 3. Now I am moving to right hand limit. That is the limit f of x as x tends to 1 plus. In the second expression, x is greater than 1. So we are selecting limit 4 as x tends to 1. Your answer is 4. Now observe, are left hand limit and right hand limit are equal? No, they are not equal. Left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Therefore, the function is not continuous at x is equal to 1. Function is not continuous at x is equal to 1. Correct or what? Yes. Now still we have to check it for 3 at x is equal to 3. Now we have to move for x is equal to 3. See, the function is defined at x is equal to 3 or what? The function is defined at x is equal to 3. See here, at this, in the same question at x is equal to 3. The function f is defined at x is equal to 3 or what? Yes, how you are checking? Here we have at x is equal to 3. At x is equal to 3, what is the value? It is given as 5. Is it defined or what? Now we are moving to left hand limit. Limit f of x as x tends to 3 minus. See, in this expression where it is less than 3, it is the limit 4. See, in this expression it is less than 3. X is less than 3. That means your answer is 4. And right hand limit, x tends to 3 plus. Which function you are selecting? X is greater than 3 is here, 5. That means your answer is 5. See, easily you can give the conclusion. Left hand limit is 4 and right hand limit is 5. That means LHL is not equal to RHL. Therefore, the function is not continuous at x is equal to 3. The next one you can check it for at x is equal to 10. Say at x is equal to 10, which function you are selecting? We are selecting the last one. Say at x is equal to 10. The function is defined at x is equal to 10 or what? What is that value? That value is f of 10. 10 is also 5. And which type of a function it is? See, if it is a number means it is a constant. And you know that every constant function is continuous. Which is constant function. Which is a constant function, and already you are familiar, every constant function is continuous. Therefore, the function is continuous. the function is continuous at x is equal to 10. Correct or what? Yes. Now we are moving to the next question. In this category, discuss the continuity. 14 I solved. See, moving for the next question, that is the 15th one. F of x is equal to 2x if x is less than 0. 0 if x is lying between 0 and 1. And 4x if x is greater than 1. The same question. Discuss the continuity of the function f where f is defined by. This is also homework question. Now I am writing the 16th one. F of x is equal to minus 2 if it is defined like this. X is less than or equal to minus 1. 2x if x is lying between minus 1 and plus 1. 2 if x is greater than 1. You have to check it for at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. In the 16th one, this is also assignment, that is a homework question. You have to check it for minus 1 and at x is equal to 1. You have to check it for x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 1 for both. Now I am moving to the next question, that is a 17th. Students, please note down this. This is very important question. And whichever the sums I gave as a homework, don't worry. In the next class, I will solve that questions. Then only I will move to the next. Next, 17th question. Find the relationship between A and B so that the function f defined by f of x is equal to ax plus 1 if x is less than or equal to 3. Bx plus 3 if x is greater than 3, continuous at x is equal to 3. See here, the question is little bit different, but it is interesting. See, find the relationship between A and B so that the function f defined by f of x is equal to ax plus b, ax plus 1 if x is less than or equal to 3 and bx plus 3 if x is greater than 3 is continuous at x is equal to 3. That means in the question itself it is given that the function is continuous at x is equal to 3 and here the function is defined in the form of inequality. So the function is continuous, it is given, just we have to find how they are related. What is the relation between the unknown values a and b? Given the function f, the function f is continuous at x is equal to 3. See, if the function is continuous at x is equal to 3, that means indirectly they are given you left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of 3. It is given. So what is the left hand limit? Limit f of x as x tends to 3 minus is equal to limit f of x as x tends to 3 plus. And what is f of 3? F of 3 means out of these two expressions where it is equal sign here. That means in place of x we have to write 3. 3a plus 1. Now write down what is left hand limit. Limit f of x. Which function you are selecting? Here we are selecting the first one. Ax plus 1 as x tends to 3 is equal to limit. We have to select the function which is greater than. Bx plus 3 at x tends to 3 is equal to 3a plus 1. Correct or what? Till here you understood or what? See here, in the problem it is already given the function is continuous at x is equal to 3. That means indirectly they are given you left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to the function at that value. So this is given. Left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of 3. Now because of already they are given, that's why we wrote. Now write down the calculations. See, the calculations is wherever x is there we are writing a. 3. 3a plus 1 is equal to 3b plus 3 is equal to 3a plus 1. We completed the value. After this, either take first and second or second and third. Any one, any two. Either first and second or second and third. 3a plus 1 is equal to 3b plus 3. Taking, as I told you, first and second or second and third. Taking first and second term. So solve this. Take a and b one side, otherwise keep as it is. 3a is equal to 3b plus 3 minus 1. 3a is equal to 3b plus 2. Calculation is left with the students. 3a minus 3b is equal to 2. 3 common here. 3 common. A minus b is equal to 2. So a minus b, it is a multiplication taking on that division. Either you want, you can keep a minus b is 2 by 3, or you can write a is equal to taking minus b on that side become plus b 2 by 3. You can stop here or you can write one more step. This is how a and b are related. See, is it very simple or what? Moving to the next question. Question number 18. This is also interesting. For what values of lambda is the function defined by f of x is equal to here lambda x square minus 2x if x is less than or equal to 0 and 4x plus 1 if x is greater than 0 continuous at x is equal to 0. What about continuity at x is equal to 1? See, read the question again thoroughly. For what values of lambda is the function defined by, this is a function continuous at x is equal to 0. What about continuity at x is equal to 1? See the solution. Let us think the function is continuous. Suppose if f is continuous, f is continuous at x is equal to 0, then what should you write? If it is a continuous at x is equal to 0 means, you know that we have to write its left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of 0. So what is left hand limit? How you are writing? Limit f of x as x tends to 0 minus is equal to limit f of x as x tends to 0 plus is equal to f of 0. So f of 0 means in this expression wherever x is there we are writing 0. And here which function you are selecting? For left hand we are selecting the first one because in the first one it is less than 0. X tends to 0. And for right hand limit we are selecting the second one. In that it is greater than 0. And here lambda into 0 is 0. Here also lambda 0 square minus 0 is equal to 4 into 0 plus 1 is equal to 0. Here when you go for the calculations, the calculation will be like this. Lambda into 0 is 0. Here 1. Here 0. Is it possible? Which is not possible. And without a lambda in the answer, how you can say that for what values of lambda the function is continuous? The lambda itself is not present in the final step. Which is not possible. Therefore, there is no value of lambda for which f is continuous at x is equal to 0. Please note down this, student, because for what value of lambda means in the final answer if the lambda comes then only you can say that. But there is no lambda and these values are also not equal. So that's why it is not continuation. It is not possible, so there is no value for lambda. And one more question is there. What about continuity at x is equal to 1? See, at now we have to move to x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1. What is f of 1? Which function you are selecting? X is equal to 1 means obviously it is greater than 0. Correct or what? It is 5. That means is it a constant function? Is it a constant function or what? Sorry. It is a polynomial function and every polynomial function is continuous. And limit 4x plus 1 as x tends to 1 is 4 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 5. That is limit f of x as x tends to 1 and f of 1 they are equal. Or you can say that x is greater than 0 means it is nothing but x is equal to 1 you can take. At that time the function is 4x plus 1. 4x plus 1 is which type of a function? It is a polynomial function and every polynomial function is continuous. Therefore, for any value of lambda f is continuous at x is equal to 1. See, is it very interesting or what? Yes, it is very interesting. Even though the next one is also interesting. Question number 19. Question number 19. Show that the function defined by g of x is equal to. Yes, student, have you remembered this symbol that we are studied in the first year? So if you are not remembered, please watch my first year videos. You come to know what is that. Here also I will explain, don't worry. Is continuous at all integral points. Here denotes the greatest integer function. Greatest integers less than or equal to x. So it is very interesting. Greatest integer function already was studied in the first year lesson. Now write down. The given function is g of x is equal to x minus the greatest integer function. You know that is evident that g is defined at all integral points. So it is defined at all integral points. Let us take that integral point at any, let n be an integer. Then first see whether it is defined or what. G of n is equal to n minus greatest integer function. At that time it remains the same, so the answer will be 0. Correct or what? Yes. Now we are moving to the left hand limit. LHL at x is equal to n. Limit f of x as extends to n minus. We are selecting n be an integer. And we are moving like this, left side. Left side means it becomes one less. It is x minus, g of x. X minus greatest integer function as extends to n. So you can write like this, limit x as extends to n minus limit greatest integer as extends to n. Here it is n. But in the greatest integer function it becomes n minus 1. After calculations the answer will be 1. The function defined is not continuous. Yes. is not. Make the correction. Show that the function defined by g of x is not continuous. Make the correction there. Now we are moving to the right side. Right hand limit g of x as x tends to n plus. So which one we are selecting? We are selecting same, the function is sign. Limit, it is x minus greatest integer function x tends to n. So here it is n minus, and at that time it is simply n. At that time it is simply n, so the answer is 0. And you know that left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Therefore the function is discontinuous at x is equal to n. Hence g is discontinuous at all integral points. So is it interesting or what? And one thing you have to remember, for the greatest integer function, for left side it is n minus 1, for right side it is n itself. You remember that because that point helps you to in your competitive exams. It is for greatest integer function. Now moving to the next one, that is question number 20. Discuss the continuity of the following functions. First one, f of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. Second one, f of x is equal to sin x minus cos x. Third one, f of x is equal to sin x into cos x. Students, here I will give some work for students. Here I will explain each and every concept, but writing is I will left with students. It is not a homework, I will explain now only. See here, yes, sin x and cos x both are continuous function. Already we are familiar. Sin x and cos x both are continuous functions. Let us take that as one f of x, one is f and one is h. Because f is already there, g and h. If g and h are continuous functions, their addition, subtraction and multiplication is also continuous. We know that g plus h, g minus h, g into h are also continuous functions. Are also continuous functions. So one I am solving. Let us start with first. Here g of x is equal to sin x, which is a continuous function. And h of x is equal to cos x, which is continuous function. Therefore f of x is equal to g of x plus h of x, that is sin x plus cos x, is also continuous function. Yes student, is it very simple or what? Yes, it is very simple. Can you write the remaining two? Yes, write down the remaining two, just subtraction and multiplication. Now moving to the next question. Question number 21. In 20 B and C, I left with the students only because, and remember in the next video I will not explain because now only I explain everything here. The remaining questions I will solve. Now question number 22. Discuss the continuity of the cosine, that is cos, cosecant, secant and cotangent functions. So it is also interesting and little bit similar to the previous. Here, first we will go for cosine, that is cos. And as usual, you know that if two functions are continuous, their addition, subtraction, multiplication, division also continuous. So here, it is known that if f and g are two, let us take, better to take f, we are taking g and h, are two continuous functions, then h of x upon g of x, where g of x is not equal to 0, 1 upon g of x, here also g of x is not equal to 0, and 1 upon h of x is not equal to 0 are also continuous functions. Are also continuous function. So first we have to prove that the sine and cosine are continuous. So in the last example directly I give. Now here I am proving how they are continuous for cos and sine.